All right, let's talk about the barbell snatch warm-up here. This is going to be the specific barbell snatch warm-up for either full snatch, power snatch, hang snatch, or even overhead squats from the floor. You can use this specific warm-up right here to get yourself ready to rock and roll. And just assuming that you've already done the foundation barbell complex for snatches before this, now we can really start to dig into the specific movements itself. And so where we're going to start is obviously with the snatch grip in place. We are going to go with some work from the hang. So you're going to start from the hang position. And so a slight bend in the knee. We go down to the hang here, so we're at the top of the knee. Okay, a couple things about this. Weight is back in the heels. Okay, knees are driven out. Chest, we're trying to be as tall as possible here. So you don't want to be in like an RDL position. More so, there's some bend in the knees still. There's bend in the hips. We're nice and tall with the chest. Obviously, lats are engaged. We're in a good hang position. This is your hang position here. From here, we're going to go muscle snatch. So it's just hips through, high pull, punch through. Okay? And something that you really need to pay attention to here is we're closing the triangle. And I'll show you here from the direct side. When I go down into the hang, you can see with my forearm and my hips and my torso, I make a triangle. And so to close that triangle, I need to get that bar to the hips. And so that's where your lats come into play. We need to keep those lats engaged, all right? So same thing here, muscle snatch. Boom. Now, I will go into hang power snatch. So here, I'm gonna hold that catch position just slightly, reset. As you notice, my feet kind of hop out a little bit. Back into the hang here, hips through. Dropping underneath that bar just slightly. Hang position, boom, nice and tall, okay? So from here, before I go into a hang full snatch, I want to get some overhead snatch work done first. So there's a couple of drills that I recommend you adding in to this warm-up. The first one, we're going to be in the back rack, snatch grip. We're going to go into some snatch balances. And what you're going to do, I usually do 5 reps, and I get a little bit lower and lower and lower on each rep. And basically what a snatch balance is, it's a heaving snatch balance, it's like a jerk. And so you're going to dip, drive, and drop underneath. And so the first one, you're going to catch in slight power position. The next one, we're going to be a little bit lower, then a little bit lower, and then on the last one, it's literally dip, drive, full drop underneath the bar into a squat catch, okay? And so what we're working on here is balance of the bar, learning how to catch that bar overhead in a full squat. And so if you're struggling with overhead squats, or you don't have the mobility with overhead squats yet, this isn't for you. You need to work on your mobility first and be able to move full range of motion in your overhead squat before you even think about progressing to this point or beyond the point of a power snatch. Okay, so I'd recommend getting that mobility right before you progress anywhere forward. But we'll go ahead and go through this. All right, so we'll get the bar up, set it on the shoulders. We'll do 5 reps and I'll get a little bit lower on each one. Resetting the feet every time. Notice how my feet are hopping out to catch the bar. A little bit lower there. And I'm making sure to get my hips fully extended first before I drop into the catch. A little bit lower there. I'll go all the way down in this one. Okay, last one. Good position. Now, once I'm done with those, I'm going to go into 5 overhead squats. Okay? Just to grease the groove on that overhead position. Need to make sure we're fully warmed up here. Good to go. So, once we get that, I'm going to go back to my hang progression, and I'm going to go into some hang snatches. So, hips through, I'm dropping all the way under the bar. I'll get a couple reps here. Stand it up, slight bend in the knees, going down first. Good. So once we've worked from the hang, now we're going to go from the floor. And so I typically will add some weight on the bar at this point, some light bit of weight, but you can also do it with an empty barbell. You just got to pretend that you have weight on the bar. It's going to be about mid-shin. So we're going to set up in the bottom. The bottom position in a snatch and a clean, very important. You got to understand, it's not the same as a deadlift. You're not setting up for a snatch grip deadlift. You're setting up for a snatch, okay? So think of it more as a squat So I'm gonna try to pull my butt down as low as I can, have a nice tall chest. The weight is gonna be in the balls of the feet. And from there, we're gonna do a first pull drill. So the first pull drill, basically just pulling it off the floor, going to the top of the knee, we're gonna be in the hang. Okay, so we're just gonna do a couple of reps here. And really what I'm focusing in on here is bar path. Okay, bar should come straight up, if not actually back towards the body. I'm pushing the knees out of the way, back and out of the way. I'm not moving the bar out and around the body. So we're set up here, bottom position, chest up tall, as tall as I can get it, eyes forward. Weight in the balls of the feet here, first pull to the knees. Okay, from there, I'll go back down. Notice how my knees come forward. Bars off the body here. Bars not touching the shins. Boom, right above. Now, once I've done a couple of first pulls, I've greased the groove there. Now I'm gonna go into the progressions of what you do next. So we're gonna do a first pull, pause at the knees, muscle snatch. Then we're gonna do first pull, pause at the knees, power snatch. First pull, pause at the knees, full snatch. Okay, so it's like tall, medium, low, right? So, here we go. Muscle snatch first. First pull. Okay. Power snatch this time. First pull. And last one, full snatch. First pull. Boom. So, once I've worked those, now, final progression, we're gonna go the full thing. So no pause in the middle. It should be a nice, smooth first pull, then fast pull. So once we get above those knees, that's when we gotta explode. So where a lot of people make the mistake on cleans and snatches, is they get set, and then they rip it off the ground, okay? It's not like that. It's nice and slow off the floor, making sure the bar is in the right position, then we explode. So you gotta be patient. This shows you how, right here. So we're gonna go muscle snatch first. Nice and easy, fast. Power snatch. Nice and easy, fast. Last one. Nice and easy, full snatch. Boom, right there. So, that's your snatch warm-up. You can use that to build up to full snatch, power snatch, any sort of hang snatches. If you're doing fronts or overhead squats off the floor, you're obviously gonna wanna get that bar off the ground through a snatch, maybe a clean and jerk, whatever. But that gets you ready to rock and roll with your snatches. Use that, even with the empty barbell, it'll help you build up skill and efficiency with your snatch, as long as you're doing the movement right. So you gotta make sure that bar path, staying on the body, it's not getting away from the body. The bar should never be out and away from the body, whether we're doing snatches or cleans. That's something that you need to be mindful of, is not letting that bar get out and away from you. Best time to really practice on that is when you're working with an empty barbell. So you put that to use, build up your snatches, go ham with it.